In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to change your state of emotion and how quickly that can happen, so stay tuned. Again, in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of these tactics that I use and that I teach my clients on how to change their emotional state and how they can become better and use a peak performance state. And so today, in this video, I'm going to be demoing with Lane. Gladly he did that for us. This is also part of the workshop that we did earlier this year at the Crystal Inn, Unleashing Your Child's Potential. And I'm sorry that you missed that, but here again we have it on the video right here, the basics and all that you need to really know. And yeah, so in this video again, just enjoy it, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like it, and if you think that this information is beneficial to you or someone else, go ahead and share it and watch the video all the way through. So enjoy.
Hi everybody, I'm Taylor Lancaster and I'm a certified consulting hypnotist from the National Guild of Hypnotists with Achilles Hypnosis, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about fear and anxiety and how to get over that. So first of all, what is fear? Fear is false evidence appearing real. A lot of the times there is an actual fear in there, and that, for example, if you're in the Amazon and you're walking across the bridge, or you're going to walk across the bridge and it's all broken, you're not going to cross it because there's an actual fear of death and that you may die. But if your sick and dying mom was with you and that was the only way that you could possibly get across to save her life, you would cross it, wouldn't you? So really there is no fear, it's only motivation. And so we go over from false evidences appearing real to facing everything and rising. And one of my favorite quotes here is, fear doesn't stop death, it stops life. And why I'm talking about fear is because of anxieties. So for example, there are two ends of the spectrum. Either one is bad. We need to be in the center. If a person eats too much meat, they're going to have some issues with their diet and probably have to take some medication later on in their life to feel better. And if they eat too much or no meat and all vegetables, they're going to have some very frail body parts and they're going to need some help later on in life as well. But if you do meet in the middle, then you're working your way. For example, with fear, the crocodile hunter had no fear. What happened to him? He died. So there is a point to having some fear of real things in your life. And then if you fear too many things, then you are anxious, you have ulcers, you get problems in your body, and of course you have anxiety and you need to take medication to help yourself feel better. The point here that I want to do, because my point in life, I've experienced anxiety and depression, and I want to help eliminate a lot of that problem by using hypnosis. And one of these things that we're going to use is hypnosis and NLP tactics in order to get over this, and we're going to demo that in a moment. What we're going to do in the demos are, the first demo is we're going to get away from fear. Fear is a state. For example, if I had 3 glasses of liquids and each of them were different, for example, orange juice, milk, and water. They all taste different, but they're all liquids and they all come in the same glass and they all make a different feeling. Anxiety feels a certain way. So if you take a glass of orange juice, it makes you feel a certain way. Happiness feels a different way. Take a glass of milk, it's going to be milky. You take water, it's the same thing. All these different states we have, happy, mad, sad, anxious, curious, all these are states that we put ourselves in. In the hypnotic idea that we have, we can tell ourselves what kind of state we need to be in. For example, in a horror movie, you feel scared. Why? Things on the movie that you're seeing, the picture, as well as the music. And if you take away the music, it's just a dude walking around like looking for something. Then all of a sudden, woo, somebody walks out. And your mind is a powerful thing. If you can imagine yourself being happy, you can be happy. If you can imagine yourself being sad, you can be sad. And if you, so as a man thinketh, so he becomes. And again, going over what we're going to demo here in a second, I'm going to demo two things. One, I'm going to use a hula hoop, and that's going to be the fear state. And I'm going to have a volunteer to do these two demos with me, and they're going to think of the worst thing that they could possibly work out in their mind, and then they're going to walk far, far away from it. And as the further you get away from it, the better they feel. And then I'm not just going to leave them there feeling good. I'm going to make them feeling better. And I'm going to have them anchor, yes, this is an NLP technique, anchor a peak performance state. Let's go to that point.
You want to be hypnotized?
Sure, you can hypnotize me.
Okay, that works. So I want you to stand in the hula hoop.
Okay.
And I want you to think of a problem that you have, that you think you have or you want to get over.
Okay.
You have it in your mind?
Yep.
Okay. I want you to think of one thing that could possibly go wrong with that. You can go ahead and close your eyes. You have that in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I want you to think of another thing that could possibly go wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Do you notice how you feel?
Yep.
How do you feel?
Heavy.
Heavy?
Mm-hmm.
Heavy like in a certain part of your body?
Yeah, about right here.
Okay. Go ahead and think of the next possible thing that could go wrong. Okay. And instead of just telling you like all singular things that are going to go wrong, I want you to think of everything that could possibly go wrong with that situation that you're afraid of or that you want to get over. And when you got them all in your head, go ahead and nod your head. Okay. How do you feel differently from the first time I asked?
I'm feeling heavier.
Okay. Do you want to get rid of it?
Yep.
Okay. In this zone, in this circle, that's where all those feelings are going to stay. Okay? So every time you take a step further away, you can do this when your eyes are open, you can do this with your eyes closed. Every time that you take a step further away, you feel better and better. And the further you are away, the better you feel. So go ahead and walk. How do you feel?
Better.
You want to feel better?
Yes.
Keep going. And by the time you reach the end of the table, you feel the best you could possibly be, having no cares of anything you saw or felt. What are you thinking about?
Right now I'm feeling better. I'm not thinking about anything. I left my problems behind.
Okay. So, go ahead. I want you to go back into the square. I know that's
Okay.
uncomforting, but go ahead and go back in, not the square, the hula hoop. Go ahead and feel all those feelings again. Now this time it's going to be a little different. Do you feel the same way that you felt last time you left?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to double it. I know you can do this because you've been through worse. So go ahead and feel twice as bad as you were before. Okay? And now when you step out of the hula hoop, eyes open, eyes or closed, you can just go ahead and walk and feel better and better. And by the time you reach the end of the table, you'll feel twice as good as you did the first time. You feel twice as good?
I do.
Now, the whole point of this is so that you know I had you double it on both ends of the spectrum because you can purposely do that yourself. It's a state. You can do it yourself.
Okay.
Do you know what an anchor is?
You're going to, you tell me.
Okay, so an anchor, like, you know what conditioning is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so instead of like taking 30 years to do this, you're going to have to do it in one try, and every time you use that, you can do whatever. It could be this, you could slap your leg, you could scratch your head, pull your ear. It's up to you, whatever feels most natural. Go ahead and close your eyes. So, do you have the anchor you want in mind?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what situation that you want to use it for?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to think of a time when you felt like at a peak performance, or for example, if you won the high school football game winning touchdown, the highest and the most excited you've ever felt. And when you feel that excited inside of you, go ahead and nod your head.
Okay.
Good. Now, I want you to double that. And it is possible to feel better. Okay, good. You're doing very well. Now, in that state, I want you to use your anchor. Do whatever you do. Every time you use this anchor, you feel that much, that good. Go ahead and touch it again. Now it doubles. Every time you use the anchor, it will double. And every time you use it, the less you'll need to use it. So go ahead, do it again. Very good. Now, what's your birthday?
11/21, November 21st.
Okay. Touch your anchor, you'll feel twice as good as you felt the last time. Okay, go ahead and open your eyes. Now, I want you to feel, just pretend that you had your cat or a pet die.
Okay.
Okay. How do you feel?
Sad.
Touch your anchor. Now, how do you feel?
I'm feeling good.
Okay. You did very good. Go ahead and open your eyes. You did very good.
Okay.
That's it. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you think this information was good for someone else, share it to that person. And again, I'm Taylor Lancaster with Achilles Hypnosis, and I will see you soon. Have a blessed day.